I just read something that, if true, is the worst news possible. NATO is putting boots on the ground in Ukraine to defend against Russia. That's insane. Ukraine isn't even part of NATO, yet now the entire alliance is stepping into direct conflict with Russia. Where does that lead? Let's not forget, both the US and Russia share a core belief in national sovereignty, and both have historically agreed on denuclearization. Are we really about to throw ourselves into this with NATO, a group of countries that contribute a fraction of what the US does while holding vastly different views on democracy? There's no real alignment here. Meanwhile, Australia is fighting for its own sovereignty as China pushes its boundaries. But here's the twist: Russia, China, and the US have always been the top three global superpowers. If China values its national identity and wants Taiwan's resources and Russia wants Ukraine's, where does that leave the US, which has its own interests in Ukraine? We have the receipts. The real power shift might not be what people expect. The logical move? A super alliance between Russia, China, and the US. That would put NATO in an awkward, isolated position. And if Australia follows the US as it usually does, they're in, especially if China and Russia back off. NATO and Ukraine? Not looking good. And let's not ignore Saudi Arabia. They want to be the next global gaming and events hub. Where do they get the talent for that? The writing is on the wall. If this report is true, NATO just made a terrible move, and Ukraine is left in a position it can't recover from. I really hope this was fiction.